Hello everyone, my name is Jonso and welcome to my first video on the channel, where I'll be sharing my thoughts on the trailer for Street Fighter 6's highly anticipated DLC character, Akuma. Akuma is a classic character who made his debut in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo as a hidden boss character. Since then, Akuma has been infamous for often being a broken and oppressively powerful character in the Street Fighter franchise, so there was no doubt in anyone's mind that he will be this way when he is added into Street Fighter 6. This does make sense for his character, as he has made the search for strong opponents his life's purpose, and will not rest until he has found a worthy opponent that can best him in combat. With all that being said, let's get into the trailer itself. To start off, let's talk about Akuma's new design. Since Street Fighter 6 is the furthest point in the Street Fighter timeline, Akuma has aged considerably. This is reflected in his design, with his iconic red hair now becoming a solid white. His hair also looks like a lion's mane in a similar vein to his design from Street Fighter 5, but I think this hairstyle holds up much better graphically in Street Fighter 6's engine than it does in 5's. If you're missing Akuma's red hair though, don't fret, because Akuma's outfit 2 reprises his classic look in Street Fighter 2, with the red hair still intact. Besides his hair, Akuma looks like an absolute beast, with his giant frame and piercing red eyes selling how much of a menace Akuma has become in his pursuit of strength. This menacing feel is amplified with Akuma being obscured in shadow before he reveals himself to his opponent in his intro animation. A lot of the new designs for the returning characters in Street Fighter 6 have been great, and Akuma's is no exception. Seeing him as this source of pure strength and demonic power after all these years is a fitting progression for his character, and is potentially his best design yet. Akuma's newfound bestial nature is enhanced by his gameplay. Akuma's attacks are brutal and barbaric, which fits Akuma's playstyle as an aggressive rushdown character with oppressive offense. Many of Akuma's classic traits return, such as Go Hadouken, Go Shoryuken, his Demon Flip, and his Command Dash Ashura Senku, but he also has some new additions to his moveset, such as some new command normals, a new special move where his fists are engulfed in flame and are used to pummel the opponent, and a command grab as a new option from his Command Dash. Alongside new special moves, Akuma also comes with a new level 3 where he slams his opponent on the ground before burying his fist into their skull. Whilst this super is brief, it is effective in showcasing Akuma's war strength and deadly martial arts prowess. And of course, how could I forget his infamous Raging Demon super move. This new take looks to be the best one yet, as he creates shadow clones of himself to bury his eternal rival Ryu into the ground. It looks like an attack you would see in another Capcom title called Asura's Wrath, which Akuma also made a guest appearance in. Overall, Akuma looks like the same old demon that he is known for being, and I can't wait to get my hands on him in a few weeks. Now that I have covered his gameplay and visual design, I want to spend the last few minutes of the video talking about some other details that came in the trailer. First of all, the trailer showed off a new stage that will be added alongside Akuma called Enma's Hollow. This stage is reminiscent of Akuma's stage from Street Fighter Alpha 2, with it being a cave rooted deep underground, with an Oni statue in the background overseeing the battle taking place. However, this statue has met a cruel fate, as its head has been ripped off its body by Akuma in an impressive display of strength. New stages are always a welcome addition, and Enma's Hollow is no different. Another aspect I wanted to touch on is how Akuma will function as a master in World Tour mode. Akuma is far from being the most sociable character in the Street Fighter franchise, which is shown at the start of the trailer when he attacks the avatar character when they enter his domain, so I wonder what his interactions will be like. It will be especially interesting to see how his text messages will play out, since he also isn't the savviest when it comes to technology, even less so than Ryu. My theory is that instead of talking to Akuma like you do with the other masters, you instead have to demonstrate your strength in some way by fighting him without any room for conversation. It will certainly be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm also curious how Akuma's story has progressed since we last saw him, especially his relationship with Ryu. Since Ryu overcame the Satsui no Hado in Street Fighter 5's story, will Akuma still view him as his ultimate opponent worthy of a fight to the death? Or will he move on to someone else? I guess we'll have to wait until May 22nd to find out. And with all that being said, it is time to bring this video to a close. Overall, Akuma looks like an absolute blast in Street Fighter 6. Capcom knew that they had to make Akuma the best version he could possibly be, and they did not disappoint. Akuma is one of my favourite characters in the series, and I believe his addition as DLC will help to make SF6's roster feel better and more complete. That being said, I don't tend to play Akuma in the Street Fighter games simply because Ken is my go-to Shoto character. This time around though, I think I'm going to give him a fair shot, as I'm sure lots of other people will when he releases on May 22nd. Until then, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. So if you guys watch this video to the end and are interested in what other content I am going to make in the future, I'm going to keep making content about Street Fighter 6, but I'm also going to make content about other fighting games as well, such as the new Fatal Fury, Mortal Kombat 1, Tekken 8, as well as other games such as Guilty Gear and Marvel vs. Capcom. Thank you very much and take care.